The Cavs made a big mistake for not trading Kevin Love for Carmelo Anthony. With Love having back issues and offensive woes in last year's playoffs, it only seemed fitting to trade him. Kevin Love can play, and he is an all-star, deservingly so, but when compared to Melo, his game isn't up to par. In this video, I'll give you 3 reasons as to why Carmelo Anthony would be a more beneficial fit to the Cleveland Cavaliers than Kevin Love. Yo, what's up, people? This is another
Isaiah production.
So before I get to my 3 reasons as to why Carmelo Anthony would be a better fit for the Cleveland Cavaliers as opposed to Kevin Love, I first want to get this out the way. Carmelo Anthony is a more durable player than Kevin Love, alright? He is a more healthier player than Kevin Love. We already seen it this year, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Love has been sidelined numerous games because of back spasms, okay? Who knows how long he's gonna last. So let's first get the benefits of having Kevin Love on the Cavs, alright? Now, with Kevin Love on the Cavs, you get a more traditional 4. Kevin Love, he has the ability to be a rebounding demon. This season alone, he's averaging 20 points and 11 rebounds. So Kevin Love, he has the total package, okay? He can get you offensively, he can post you up, he can face you up, shoot the bank shot off the glass, you know, he can stretch the floor out, leaving the lane open for LeBron James to drive because he is a threat from 3-point range. Stat-wise, as far as offensively, Melo and Kevin Love's offensive game is pretty much the same, with Melo's PPG this season being slightly better than Kevin Love, strictly because Kevin Love is playing with 2 other All-Stars. You also notice from the stats that I just showed you, Carmelo Anthony's 3-point percentage is slightly lower than Kevin Love's. This is due primarily because Carmelo Anthony creates a lot of his shots off the dribble. Kevin Love's threes are mostly wide open. This leads to my first reason as to why Carmelo Anthony is a better fit on Cleveland than Kevin Love. Ball handling. You heard LeBron James snap on the Cleveland Cavaliers by saying that we need another ball handler to go along with me and Kyrie Irving. With Melo being able to create his own shot off the dribble, it'll free LeBron James up and it'll decrease LeBron's minutes that he always complains about. LeBron James averaging over 40 minutes a game. He has the highest amount of minutes played throughout the season. Because they lost Matthew Dellavedova due to contract issues during this summer after the NBA Finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers are in search of a ball handler, another person that could take the weight off of LeBron and Kyrie, not to always have the ball in their hand. During last night's game, the Cavs played the Mavericks, and what I noticed was that the Dallas Mavericks moved the basketball from player to player, from side to side. This is what the Cleveland Cavaliers lacked, which is the reason why they lost last night's matchup. The Cleveland Cavaliers are struggling in January because they lack ball handling. It's only Kyrie and LeBron that are primarily the ball handlers. The Cavs' offense becomes predictable. During the beginning of the games, yes, the Cleveland Cavaliers do move the ball. They do show some signs of ball movement. But when teams collapse and they focus on to what the team is doing, you need to have another plan. You need to have ball movement. Once teams collapse on the Cavs and figure out what they're doing, they go to this one-on-one ISO ball with LeBron and Kyrie, which leads to the Cavs turning the ball over, which in the month of January, they are the worst in the league at turnovers. When you look at Carmelo Anthony's 2016 Olympic numbers, you would notice that he fits perfectly as a second option when he's shooting less. Melo attempted 11 field goals a game during the 2016 Summer Olympics as compared to his 20 a game during this season. This leads into my second point. Carmelo Anthony can be a distraction, okay? The reason why I showed you those Olympics stats was to show you that Carmelo Anthony is most effective when he is the second option on the team. The thing about Carmelo Anthony during the Olympics is that is his perfect style of play. We've seen Carmelo Anthony not always average 30 points, okay? There was some games where Carmelo had 31 points and then he had 37, and then you had games where he scored 10. Do you see what I'm saying? It was a perfect mixture of Carmelo Anthony's game. Carmelo Anthony just never had the ability to be the best player on a championship team. But what Carmelo Anthony can do is be a solid second scorer on a championship team. So let's just say if Melo was on the Cavs, he would be basically like Olympic Melo, because he's going to play alongside Kyrie Irving and LeBron James, and offense isn't going to be as demanding, meaning that he's not going to hold the ball and do isolation jab step, you know, that same signature Melo style of play. So the Cavs would have been a perfect fit for Melo. Imagine LeBron on a fast break leaking out, and then Melo going over to the three-point line, LeBron passing it to him for the wide open three-point shot. All right, you know how many wide open shots Carmelo Anthony would get? You know, people harp on Kevin Durant shooting over 50% for an entire season alongside Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, but I could just imagine the open looks Carmelo would have received if LeBron James, he and LeBron James was on the same basketball team. It would be ridiculous. Carmelo Anthony's field goal percentage would be through the roof. I think, man, Carmelo Anthony would match Kevin Durant's field goal percentage. If not, it would be better. But this the thing. On the Golden State Warriors, they don't really even have a true point guard. The best distributor that has some type of a point guard style of play is Draymond Green. And we already seen how Kevin Durant is benefiting. Do you see what I'm trying to say? He has distractions around him in which it can free him up. It can lead him to have wide open shots, and you know, he just gets easier baskets. All of Carmelo Anthony's points on the Knicks are coming off isolation baskets. Now for my final point, eluding to Carmelo Anthony being a better fit than Kevin Love, is the fact that Carmelo Anthony is a better offensive player, a more dynamic offensive player than Kevin Love. So you guys, if you're a stat person, you can clearly see that Carmelo Anthony is averaging more points per game and a better field goal percentage throughout his career. For those of you who say stats are for losers, which I say about 80% of the time, because stats really are for losers, you know, just based off just you seeing Carmelo Anthony play. Carmelo Anthony can kill you in so many ways offensively. It is just ridiculous, man. He offers in the package much more than Kevin Love. Kevin Love in Cleveland has pretty much been reduced to a spot up three-point shooter, all right? And I know what y'all gonna say, but he's on an all-star team. He's averaging 20 points a game. He averaged 16 last season. Well, he's shooting the three-point percentage higher as compared to last season, and also he's shooting like 4 more shots as compared to last season. So if you take that into account, the fact that he's shooting more shots, the fact that his three-point percentage is up, it just tells you right there he's just shooting the ball better. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's doing different things. Kevin Love, he's just shooting better from the three-point line. His game has not changed ever since he came to Cleveland. Kevin Love is a spot-up three-point shooter along with the rest of the Cavs. This is the problem that they are having. They need players on the Cleveland Cavaliers team that are able to handle the ball, the ability to be able to create without it being assisted to them. Just create off the dribble. Carmelo Anthony is a versatile forward, all right? And going up against the Golden State Warriors, you need to have a team that has multiple people able to create for themselves. When you go up against the Golden State Warriors in the finals, you have at least 9 guys that are able to get their own shots off. They don't need the ball assisted to them. And we've already seen how questionable Kevin Love can be offensively, especially in the NBA playoff. We've seen him in the Eastern Conference Finals when he got benched last season, and when he was a no-show offensively in the NBA Finals. But let me know what you guys think. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers missed the boat with this trade. Let me know your thoughts down below.
Let's get